Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Today we're going over to Exeter, to a brewery that previously brewed in Exmouth. They moved to Exeter, just slightly outside of the centre. Well, actually is the centre, I suppose. It's literally 5 minutes walk from what is the centre. Crossed Anchors Brewing. I'd never heard of them. And yeah, it not come up on my radar. Andy walks us in, and there we are. Fantastic range of beer. Let's talk about this beer, and I'll talk a bit more. So this is Goa Guru, a tropical IPA, 5.8%, brewed in Exmouth. It says. So yeah, and not being from Exmouth or Exeter, I ain't got a clue where Exmouth is, you know, regarding to Exeter. So here we are. Big bottle, 750ml bottle, £6, which equates to £4 for a can. So yeah, around about the right price anyway. And it's a big chuffing bottle. Pop a smoke there on there. And here we go. So you go to the tap room and there's about 6 or 7 different beers in these mega bottles. There's also a big barley wine as well, which I'll be reviewing soon. Yeah, probably on a Friday when I can fall asleep early and not have to wake up next morning too early. So as we can see, it's hazy. It's like a dark orangey colour. Let's see what it says on the back, if it says anything. So yeah, an India inspired with the Goa thing. Creamy tropical IPA. Ingredients: Sabro mosaic hops. For best results, drink within 2 years of born and bred date. Bottle conditioned ales are often hazy but always delicious. So yeah, 8th of July 2025 was the born. So within 2 years, so that's some bloody date on a beer, you know. Like I say, the brewery, we walked in and some idiot letting fireworks off. It's bloody October, prats. But yeah, the dates. Oh yeah, sorry. The styles. That's threw me. The styles of beers. Bloody hell. Unbelievable. Red IPAs, sours, stouts, lagers. Literally encapsulating a whole range of different styles. That to me is how a tap room should be. Not 15 versions of the same, you know, dippers and IPAs and that, and they all come and they're all orange, and it's like, yeah, can we not have something different? You know, I mean, I went for the red IPA. I had half of that, and I reviewed the wife's banoffee, and butterscotch and vanilla stout. Butterscotch and vanilla. Oh, get in. Anyway, here's the beer. Looks good. Yeah, I'm getting tropical aroma coming through on this. Oh, cheers all. First day back at work, 12-hour day. 12 hours in the dark as well, working both ends of the day. That is nice. What was the ABV? Forgot. 5.8%. I went for the bigger of the ABVs because me being me, you know, I like a big ABV. So yeah, these guys, they moved to Exeter and they were prats, aren't they? Fireworks. I mean, really. They moved to Exeter and they're already on about expanding. It looked like to me, you know, It looked like they had 2 mash tuns, lots of fermenters. So, you know, for me, all the best. You know, I really wish them all the best. Another brewery I'd like to see at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Somebody new, somebody fresh. From an area of the country. Yeah, you've got Hanlon's, you've got Exeter, you've got Top Sham Brewery. These guys, certainly their range of beers would be a very interesting addition if they could get, you know, if it was possible to do it. It's funny on your travels across the UK how you see breweries who you think, and I know who will do a job at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Definitely, absolutely. So, I mean, just look at the pour. It's looking good. Certainly tasting nice. You know, lovely tropical flavours coming through. Can't pick out a flavour, an aroma that, you know, I can't pick it out. I mean, the Sabro Mosaic, you know, there are aromas and that, and I'd rather not, you know, you could read off a chart and you could say, oh, I'm getting such and such. And I always like to say you get what you get. Obviously, I know Sabro, coconut is one of them. I think passion fruit was another. That you're supposed to get. So you don't always get them, but it's supposed to. Whoa, that is very nice. I mean, the beers we had in the tap room were absolutely top class for me. I've got the barley wine behind me, and I've got to be honest, if they'd had beers in cans, you know, instead of big bottles, I'd have come away with a fair few more. But we had to worry about weight. We've got a full car, and so yeah, it is what it is. Can't always splurge to my heart's content. Yeah, I'll put money back in the kitchen now. I've spent a lot on the holiday, a lot. But you know, you're only here once, aren't you? As far as we know. And my beer journey, you know, ticked some lovely boxes off going down there. On the channel, I'll be, you know, supporting these breweries for the next couple of months. The amount of videos I've got is unbelievable. So people who watch Raggy's Beer Reviews and who follow Raggy's Beer Reviews across 5 different social medias, 6 different social medias, you know, there's a good range of pull there. And yeah, I'm happy to support breweries, you know, always have them. Especially breweries whose beer is good. Ooh, jolly good show. So yeah, at the start of the day today, I was watering with my light on, and at the end of the day, I was mowing with my light on. In the pitch black. It didn't have to go dark quick though. Bloody hell, didn't it just? So, obviously, look at that. 750ml, big sharing bottle. £6. Look at the beer. Beautiful, beautiful lacing on that. Lovely colour. It's like an apricot colour, isn't it? You know, when you look at it. Nice firm head. Oh, it's a treat at the end of this. This is why I love beer reviews, because, you know, my whole intention to do beer reviews is hopefully not get drunk and get wasted and then get a bollocking, you know, which happens, you know, it has happened many times, sadly. I've had the bollockins now and again. Oh. But yeah, at the end of the day, a day of work, to come home and chill, have a beer, talk rubbish to the internet, sitting here with my heated jacket on. I've got a right warm neck as well, proper warm on the neck, Jesus Christ. It's going to get its first run out tomorrow, the jacket is as well. I'm on the mower tomorrow, so I'm going to wear, I might not even wear my work t-shirt tomorrow. I might just wear my thermal, because you're not allowed to have this next to your skin. I think that's why on the back of my neck it's so frigging warm. But yeah, and then either wear the jumper and a jacket over, just so I'm not freezing. And with the heat element should keep me nice and toasty, because I'm literally mowing all day long tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a good day. I hadn't had the mower for a while because it was broke, and then they serviced it, obviously needed parts. I don't ask the boss how much it costs to fix it. There's some things in life, yeah. But to get back on tomorrow, to get it looking pristine, you know, it's still October, and gardens, grass lawns can looking at their best since March. Yeah, all summer look crap, brown, green, you know, brown, nothing's growing. Now they're growing at full fettle. Nice rolled, nice striped lawn. Oh, pucker. You can tell I'm a gardener, can't you? You know. And even though, you know, as a gardener, wages aren't the best in the world. They aren't, you know, unless you go into landscaping. And the only problem with that is then, you know, it's I never really bothered about landscaping. Should have done, but I didn't. I was more of an amenity horticultural specialist rather than a landscaper. Although I can do it when I set my mind to it, and with the right tools. It's all down to the tools as well, like spirit levels and sand and stuff when you're putting patios down. Yeah. Oh, 5.8%. Again, a lovely booziness to it. Again, a lovely tropical tasting. Oh, what a visit that was. I would have loved I would have loved the hotel we're stopping at to have been a walk around the corner from Crossed Anchors, because we would have parked the cars up and we'd have walked around and we'd have spent the night there. All of us would. Sadly, we was a good 25 minutes away in car, so it couldn't be done. But you know, when you walk into a place and the beer is so amazing, the chap who we spoke to, you know, so passionate about his job, about the brewery, about where they're going. Yeah, you know, when you get a vibe off people, I got that vibe that these guys are going to go somewhere. You know, they are going to be a big thing, and that's what I got from chatting. And I told him I'd do some crap on YouTube and videos and that. I said, you might hear about you'll get tagged, and they're probably there now. at home, I've already tagged them in a few things, and they're probably there now thinking, "How's that bloke who came in with the grey hair? Looks older than what he is." Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I'm only 54. Still think inside. I still think I'm an 18-year-old, you know, and yeah. But I know a good beer place when I see it, and that is a good beer place. You know, it is a must for me. If you're in Exeter, it's a must visit location. If you're going through that area, go there. They sell bag-in-box. They sell cartons to take away. In some ways, yeah, in some ways, I ought to have got a bag in the box. But there's only so much beer you can drink, and I'm always wary of that. You know, buying too much beer. I mean, we bought a lot of beer for our wedding, and yeah, it took some drinking. Not all of it got drank. You know, some got wasted, and yeah, I don't want to waste beer. I'd rather that beer go to a good home that drinks it. Like this is tonight. It's getting drunk, and I'm enjoying it. And on my voyage of discovery across the UK, I'm coming across breweries that I've never heard of that are making good beer. Not your mega breweries who you know get there through good beer and then sadly go downhill. You know, we only need to look at Brewdog for that. You know, their fall from grace is becoming ever more prevalent. So there we go. That's the last of the bottle. Cracking big bottle. Go a guru. It's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed drinking this. I've chatted about lots of things, but I've enjoyed a lovely tropical IPA. That although I can't pick out flavours that burst through over the other flavours, you get the tropical taste. And sometimes, you know, I mean, I'm getting different flavours now, to be honest. I certainly got mango then for a second. But some people, it's all about, oh, I get this and I get that. Yeah, well, that's good for you, mate. But sometimes you just want a beer that delivers a pleasing experience, that delivers what it says on the bottle. And that for me, as somebody who likes to do a beer review, it's all I want. Something that, you know, if it says it's a tropical IPA and delivers it, that's good enough for me. I don't need to put down that I've tasted 25 different fruits, or I've got, you know, hair of a dog's foot on it, or something, you know, something daft. And you know, if you go on these review websites, and you see some of the stuff people put on, and you think, what are you drinking? You know, are you dreaming up the flavours that you're getting? Did you brush your teeth? Did you clean your mouth out before you even drank the beer? Because you're getting stuff that's not even in the beer. And yeah, is it something you breathed in? It was up your nose. You know, you've got to wonder that sometimes. Nonetheless, it's a cracking beer, that is. My obviously first ever beer out of a bottle from them. I've got the barley wine that's coming. Yeah, I've got the barley wine coming, and I feel that's a Friday night experience. And being as it's a big ABV, it's going to jump the queue. Big ABVs always jump the queue. Yeah. I'm not having a big ABV sat behind me and not reviewed. Sod that. Yeah. If it's above 6%, it's getting reviewed. This jumped the queue tonight because I kind of like this brewery. You know, and I'd love to see them at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. And if they're watching this and they haven't fell asleep by now, please contact Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. You know, and put your hand in the mix. Nottingham Craft Beer Festival do watch my reviews. You know, they do, and they have done in the past. But yeah, look at that, beautiful. Would I drink this again? Absolutely. This is a good brewery, a very good brewery. Certainly up there with some of the best in the UK that I've tasted. I love their ethos. Yeah, very, very interested in this brewery. So yeah, I would definitely drink it again. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.55 out of 5. I'm super looking forward to the barley wine behind me. It's got to be a Friday drink, because when I can wake up a bit later in the morning, and yeah, and I'm not driving. But yeah, cracking beer, fantastic brewery. If you haven't heard of them, go Google, go search, and if you live in Exeter or near Exeter, go find them. Yeah, go and visit and explore their beer. You know, bus in or walk in if you live nearby. And what a brewery. Whew. Thank you for watching. See you soon.